MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Bounce over to the baseline. It's time for First Serve with Nebraska women's tennis student athlete Reya Lee Coe. Join Reya as she takes you through life as a college tennis player and more. Here's First Serve with Reya Lee Coe on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. This is Reya Lee Coe. I am a junior here on the women's tennis team at the University of Nebraska. And honestly, kind of every week I just pick a teammate because they're the easiest ones to pick because I see them every day and I force them to come and do this with me. But today I have my teammate Kat here. So Kat, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again.
Of course. Kat was actually my second show that I had ever done after my first one with my mom, and I always knew that she'd be a good one to come back to, especially because I had a good feeling about her success this season, and sure was I right. But Kat, do you want to just give kind of just a little bit again about where you're from? You transferred here, and doesn't need to be too into detail, but just to let people know what is up.
Yeah, so I am from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I transferred here from the University of Washington. I still have 2 years left. I'm technically a sophomore in the tennis season, but first year here at Nebraska. And yeah, we're approaching already the end of conference season, and it's been going by crazy fast. It feels like I've been here maybe like 2 months.
It's so
not
weird
a full year.
Because I feel like when we had you on the show the last time, do you remember what match we had just played?
I think it was like right before conference. Like we hadn't started yet.
Dang. And now we're already to our last weekend of conference matches. We have Minnesota, and that will close out our, I guess, regular conference season. But we're actually doing really good this year. I don't want to say actually because obviously that is the goal. But last year we had kind of a different team, kind of the same. But I felt like we never really got to get over that hump last year. And while Kat was not here, she did hear about it from, like, I guess, me, our other teammates, and how hungry we were again this semester and this year to really get over that hump, because last year we had lost some pretty close matches that kind of got our momentum going back the wrong way. And especially for me, I did not do great in conference last year. If I'm going to be completely honest, I won one
team
match.
Sport.
I won one match. And, I'm going to admit to that because that did not happen this year.
What about this year? Exactly.
Did not happen this year, which is obviously good. I'm glad to see the growth there. But just to brag on Kat a little bit, some of our most promising wins have ultimately kind of ended up being up to her, which is a big task to take on, especially as she's a first year on the Huskers, and you didn't compete for Washington.
So you had last year.
Yeah, so
I redshirted 1 year.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm still eligible for another 2 years, even though 3 years. Oh my God.
You're going to be here forever.
I'm going to be here for a while.
I always make jokes to everybody that I'm never leaving and that they're stuck with me forever. My coach actually said that like 2 days ago. I was talking to our freshmen about just like, it's like, dang, before you know it, you're going to be me. And my coach goes, yeah, you're probably still going to be here. He's like, we're never getting rid of you, huh?
No, assistant coach, Reya, in future? You want to be my coach?
I feel like I coach tennis back home, and like I'll do private lessons and stuff, and I actually really like it. I do struggle, though, if I had to like be more of like, not a leader, because I feel like I'm a good leader, but in the sense of having to create something. But yeah, I guess at that point you just leave it up to the head coach and go for what's there. Now
I was going to say, just be like assistant coach, come on my court my senior year, just make me laugh on court, and like,
seriously.
we're good.
I asked him, I was like, well, can I GA?
No,
he like
real.
gave me like a, he
Little-
wasn't going to tell me
little
no.
smirk, yeah.
I was like, I'll find a way to stay here forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of going back to what I was saying about Kat having to really secure the win for us. If you don't remember, the past few shows that I've had have kind of explained the tennis scoring, so I'll just go over that quickly. So it starts with the 3 doubles matches. You got to win 2 out of the 3 doubles matches just to get 1 point. And then following 6 singles goes on. And each one of those singles matches is worth 1 point. So there's a total of 7 points that could be won. So basically, the doubles point is very important because you automatically start 1-0 going into singles. Yeah. And as much as we don't want an upset to happen, there's typically 1 or 2 matches amongst the singles where, tennis is an up and down sport. Yeah. Somebody who is supposed to win might not win, or somebody really just plays up to that level and is able to show all the work that they've done. Yeah. So with the 7 points that are able to be, I guess, won, it could end up being 3-3 down to the last match. And,
I know something about that.
And this is where the wonderful and beautiful Kat comes in. Emphasis on wonderful and beautiful. She clinched, that's what we call it clinched, the 3-3 win against Michigan State, Oregon, and Purdue, right?
And Purdue.
And that was all 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row.
So talking about Michigan State, I talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think with Conley, just kind of how that really changed our momentum going into the season. How was that playing your last match on? Yeah. And you can tell, like, if we lose this match, we're going to be now 0-4 in conference, feeling kind of down about ourselves because we had lost the other 2 matches before that by 1 or 2 matches. Yep. And I felt like we were not feeling the pressure, but it might have been starting to come up a little bit that we wanted to perform better. So what was that like playing the match? Let's go back to the start of the match. Yeah. You're not 3-3 yet. Just going out on the court in general, and then I'll share mine because I was playing singles in that one.
Yeah. I think, it was really like the week before we lost to Northwestern 4-3. Yes. So we also had a taste of our mouth of being on the other end of it and losing 4-3. And I do not like that taste at all.
It was a good experience.
It's a great experience for us.
Losing
obviously. Like once you're in conference, that's why you have your like pre-conference. Yes. You're like, let's get it out of our system there. Yes. So starting off the way, like our conference that way, like obviously it made us really hungry and motivated. But so at least we knew what we didn't want to feel. Yeah. And I think going into my singles match, I was super like obviously that's not what you're thinking about.
We had lost the doubles point.
We had lost the doubles point.
So we were down 0-1.
Already 0-1. You know how every single court is important. Like everything, every point, even just staying there like another set can like make an impact so that your teammate isn't alone on the court.
That's what I told myself because
you were at the end with me.
Yes. I had lost my first set, but I had 3 set points. Mm-hmm. So I lost the first set after having those 3 set points. It's still really it's still so frustrating. But then after that, I was like, I need to either just try and obviously the goal is to win. Yep. But ultimately, you need to stay out here. Yeah. Get the second set. Do what you can to at least make it as long as you can. Yep. And I ended up winning the second set. Yep. And then I see Conley was starting to split. Yeah. And I didn't want to finish before Conley did. Yeah. Because her and the girl were kind of going back and forth in the sense of momentum. And I was thinking to myself, you need to stay out there longer than Conley so then Conley doesn't feel the pressure. Because that girl, I felt, was really keening in on some momentum moments. She was hitting the ball pretty big. Yeah. And then I did end up losing the third set. Conley won her match. But honestly, when I lost my match, I really didn't feel nervous because I had a feeling that you were going to take care of it. I kept looking at your score as I was kind of going downhill in the second or in the third set. Yeah. And also what was really frustrating to me is, if I would have won that first set, I had won the second set. There's the match.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's fine. And then I ended up losing the third set. But as I was playing, I was looking at Kat's court, and I was thinking to myself, stay out there. I was watching Kat score. Maybe that made me feel a little less relieved because she was winning the entire third set, and I knew she was going to get it taken care of. But when I lost, she was serving 5-4. Yeah. And if you don't know tennis scoring, you're playing a 6.
Yeah.
So she had one game. So now talk about it's 3-3. Yeah. We need a win because we're about to go down 0-4 in conference.
Yeah.
And yeah.
For those who like haven't been to like a tennis match or a college tennis match, so obviously when all the courts are done, all the teammates come and you place yourself on the court right next, like in the middle of the court, you line up. So you've got your whole team cheering for you and you've got the whole other team cheering for their teammate.
Every point.
So you know that you're the last one on court. And the thing is, normally it's like easy to kind of, track the scores and see where the other girls are. But at Michigan State, both sides were separated.
Yes.
By like just benches,
and you could only
like,
really
in the middle.
see the score if you were walking a certain point and you
looked. It was like really hard.
Yeah.
To like kind of. So I actually had no idea I was the last one on because I saw you and Conley. I heard noise. I was like, okay, we've still got some time. Whatever. Like I'm super locked into my set. I'm just trying to hold serve. I'm trying to get a break here. And then, but it's the moment where everybody came onto the court. I was like, oh, we're doing this. Okay, this is 3-3. This is now or never.
Now it's time to be that guy.
And I just remember at 5-4 looking at you guys and like more than thinking like, oh my God, I don't want to lose this. And like us going 1-4, I was like, I want to get this win so bad for this team.
Yeah.
And I remember after every single point, I was looking at all of you guys and I was like, we're doing this. Like, we're going to get this. We're going to get this. And I think why Northwestern was actually maybe a good thing is like I had a really tight match. I lost 7-6, 7-6.
But you were the second to last one on.
And I was the second to last one on. So I can push that to a third set. Then I'm also the last one in a position to win the match. So, but in those tiebreakers, I didn't feel like I played completely. I didn't trust myself enough. And that was one thing. I was like, I'm just going to trust myself. I'm going to go for it. And if it doesn't go my way, I can live with that. Yeah. But not how I took care of things in Northwestern. So I think that carried on. And I just remember being 40-30.
Oh, the serve. So you had a second serve.
I had a second serve. My first serve, I was like, just spin it, it
hit the net.
It hit the net and went out.
Yeah. I took off my Uggs before her match point because when you win, obviously, especially in these big matches, all of us are sprinting over. We get in a huddle. We're screaming, jumping, everything.
And I could like envision that. I could see that, but I also had to like focus on the point I was about to play. I had to like make it happen. And like you can feel the tension. You can feel the people on this sideline, like their body tensing up, like everything. But I just wanted it so bad. And then
I mean, you got it.
Made the serve, got it. And I feel like from there, we've just been.
My Uggs were flying.
Uggs were flying. We were screaming. We were dancing.
So that was the start of. If you listened last week, we talked about how we randomly decided to start dancing to this Argentinian dance called the El Meneito. And that was the start of it. After we won that match, we just randomly decided to play it.
That is it?
And yeah, that was it.
That was it. And we were like, what did we do different this time? Like, was there anything different in our routine?
So Masha didn't dance for the first, like, 4 matches because we had won when she wasn't dancing. So we would make her come and watch us dance.
Yeah. And she would film it.
And she'd film it. We did the same exact thing. We did the dance. We stopped doing doubles points in our drill.
Yep.
Because we were getting so superstitious. And honestly, maybe this is a good transition into how do you not be superstitious? Because ultimately, nothing can ever go exactly your way.
No.
Do you think there's strategies behind that?
I think for me, the superstition is about just like feeling good and feeling confident.
Right.
It's not about the actual action.
So
it's
not
about
like
what it's
you
giving
wearing
me.
a certain pair of socks.
No, exactly. It's like if I'm going to wear this outfit and I feel like I look good in it and I feel good, then I'm probably going to play better, you
I
know?
always tell myself, like, when you have some girls enjoy playing with a certain racket.
Yeah.
And while, yes, that's what you're using to hit the ball, ultimately the racket's not doing the shot for you.
It's not.
So that kind of helps me with superstitions. I'm like, this towel isn't actually playing my sport for me. Like, sure, it's great and all to have like these focus points about, I guess, what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the towel isn't playing the shot for me. I will say my superstition is I touch the ground before I return every time.
Oh, trust me, I know.
It's always, it's an odd number. I do it once. Say Kat tosses the serve and she catches it and she's going to toss it again. I have to now do it 2 times. So the number I touched the court was odd. But I don't really think that if I mess
it's like
that up,
these things that are like in your control that you can do to feel better and feel confident, like it's if you attach those things to things then you don't have control over, well, that can really mess you up.
Exactly.
Because then it's like, oh God. But like, look at Rafael Nadal, one of the best athletes and tennis players of all time.
Tuck the hair, pull
the
the
hair,
wedgie,
everything, the
like
water
10
bottles,
things.
please.
Yes,
like
it's crazy.
everything.
And I think that's pretty normal, honestly, especially
in
for
tennis.
elite athletes and tennis. It's a very particular sport, and it's definitely one of those where we're perfectionists.
Yeah.
I think it's just about balancing what can you control and what actually does make you feel better. You know, if taking a sip of your Gatorade and you win the game makes you feel better and you do it again.
Then do it again.
Don't dwell on if like you didn't do it. But
or if it's dancing to an Argentinian song
to El Manito, and
you
let me
do
just
it.
tell you,
It's
we do
working.
not know how to shake our hips, but
we do it.
Sure do try our best.
Yes, we do.
Especially me. I really try my best out there. But so Kat got 1 out of the 3 clinches. She's got to do that now 2 more times in a row.
Yeah.
So we played Michigan State, but we had lost. Didn't we lose before Oregon?
No, we won against Washington 4-3, but I only played doubles.
That's right. Okay, so
we
then
also
we
got a
played
clinch.
Washington, which, once again, if you had been listening, Washington was
upset.
21 in the country.
Hadn't
We
lost anything in the
them.
season. Hadn't
Big
lost a
Ten
doubles
Freshie
point.
of the Week, Katie Spencer, shout
Katie
out.
Spencer.
Also, me and Katie are beefing because she went on the ticket on Sunday, and she did not give me a shout out. And I texted her. I listened to that show.
That's tough.
I texted her. I go, how dare you not give me a shout out?
That's tough.
And I was really upset.
Freshie.
I was really upset.
We're giving her a pass. She's a freshie.
Yes, that's
her
true.
one and only pass.
A one and only pass.
Okay.
Next time, Katie, you're probably not listening to this, but I expect a shout out. Anyways, she clinched that win. So then, once again, there's another 4-3 win.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, 2 days later, Kat is in the same position again, 3-3.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, Nebraska women's tennis is having another 4-3 match.
Yeah.
And that's something that can happen once or twice a year. But
Or
we've
not
had
even.
it 4 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
Which is crazy. And I think that really goes to show how gritty and how capable our team is, because we really dug deep in those tough moments. I think that's honestly just an important reminder in any sport, is those moments where it is hard actually do make you come out for the better. Especially, like I said, those matches against Illinois and Northwestern, we had lost, but it set us up for those 4-3 matches. I remember our head coach said he wanted us to win that match 4-3. He wanted us to have that gritty win, because that's
experience.
ultimately like where like the growth comes from, is in those hard moments where you don't know what's going to happen and you really have to dig through and make, I guess, that jump.
Yeah.
But
And
back
I think
to it.
my favorite part also of like those 4 matches when it's like it wasn't the same people. Like we all showed up.
Yeah.
Like everybody stepped up when they needed to and got it done.
Did we win
and,
the
like,
doubles point against Oregon?
No, that's why Oregon, we were down 3-0, Reya.
I did not know.
We did a comeback.
Me and Natty won, though, I think.
Yes.
I won my doubles
but we
match.
lost the doubles point. No?
I think, we
think
did.
we lost
But I
because-
think me and Natty won our doubles.
Our doubles, but still lost the doubles point.
But yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's right.
That's why.
Gosh, it feels like forever ago.
I know. But everybody, I just remember, like, looking at the scores, like, we all, like, I don't know. I just feel like we're such a team. Like, I know it's, like, easy to say or whatever, but, like, everybody is playing a part.
You know, that actually brings up a good point whenever I, like, decided that I wanted to, I guess, talk about this stuff. So then we won the next match 4-3. I think you kind of get the point by now. Nebraska women's tennis is a gritty team, and we're bringing a lot apart.
And that was on the road as well.
And that was
Purdue,
on the road.
On the road.
Yeah, Kat was killing it.
Yeah.
And then Indiana.
And then, wait, Indiana.
Again.
What was Indiana? We
4-3.
lost.
It was 4-3.
No, it was 4-2, but we lost 6 first sets.
Yes.
We lost every single first set.
That is like unheard of in tennis.
It's like unheard of. Or like winning that is unheard of. We really all won in 3 sets.
And that is like, oh, wow. Honestly.
That was insane.
That is really good.
At Indiana.
Kind of what I was going off of. No, you're good. I actually, see, it's these things we're like bouncing back each day and having to move on to the next matches. We kind of forget to celebrate the little reminders.
Celebrate those
we're
wins.
Celebrating the win, like the overall team win. But the fact that we had lost 6 first sets, I think I had talked about that or maybe with Conley. Okay. That's crazy. But what do you think? Why is our team clicking now? What do you think changed?
I honestly think it's the belief. I think it's hard to have that confidence and that belief without the actions. Like, you can talk all you want to talk, but once you're able to, like, kind of put pieces of the puzzle together and you see that they're fitting, it's like, oh, okay, wait, no, we got this. We can do this. And I think, like, every match this year, we've decided to take away the positives and just keep adding to it. I think that's been our strength.
Do you think, I'm going to play the other side.
Yeah, go for it.
We do have a good team culture.
Yes.
But we have been winning.
Yes.
Do you think that winning has helped that?
I think in order to win, we had to first be a team.
Yes. And then obviously once you start, I don't want to say things are easier when you're winning, but this is going to be great because it's going to set up kind of what I wanted to talk about next. Yeah. But do you think, how do you not put so much emphasis on winning, making things easier? Or how do you take away that?
I think what proves it's not necessarily the winning part is, like, because all of our matches have been so close and, like, those 4-3 wins, that means 3 of us did lose that day.
That's true.
And every time, it's not like we're, like, a lot of these matches are extremely close and a lot of 3 sets, and a lot of us aren't even finishing matches. Yeah. Because it's so tight. So I feel like even though the team wins individually, we all have our highs and our lows. And I think it's because of our team culture that we're able to maintain this level consistently, even though we do have our highs and lows. Like, we're not crushing every single team, and we're not being crushed either.
I feel like, honestly, that's kind of made us, closer because we're having to, I guess, do these hard things together. And I feel like that actually...
And we're all pulling each other up. That's where growth
comes from, is doing things in hard moments and pushing through it and, like, just persevering. But I think it's important to remind yourselves that while, yes, everything feels great when you're winning, but there's always a win that you can take away even in a loss.
And I mean, I think the perfect example of that is we played Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. And we lost to Ohio State.
We lost to Ohio State.
Number 3 in the country.
I
actually wrote that down. I got to brag on Kat.
Okay.
She freaking
That's not why that is not why I brought it up.
No, I'm bringing it up because I literally wrote that down.
That's not why I brought it up.
Got our point. We lost 4-1 to Ohio State, but it was a good, hard-fought match. Yeah. Kat absolutely killed her match. 6-1, 6-2. I was on the opposite end, and I just kept looking over at her. I just kept seeing the scoreboard going up and up and up and up. And I was like, dang, this girl's really killing it.
Oh, there was something in the air that day. But as a team, like, we had 3 setters, doubles. We had a lot of opportunities. You guys were up. And, like, you guys were there every single game. The number of deuces, like, there was a pathway against the third team in the nation. So I
Yeah.
think it's like those kind of stuff, like looking back. And I think also I'm just pointing out that like that weekend where I clinched and that weekend when Ohio State was there, my parents were in town.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them a little shout out, and maybe they were my good luck charms both those weekends. But
That definitely.
I mean,
did.
it's kind of
Bring
nice.
a little more.
Bring a little,
I
you know.
remember saying after Cat to the match, I was like, "Your parents chose a great weekend to come." It was so funny. I had the chance to clinch a 3-3 match last year. Unfortunately, I did lose. It was against Wisconsin, who was ranked 20 at the time, and my dad was there. And after the match, I was like, I lost, and I had a match point, and he was like, this would have been awesome that I was here and you won this, but I'm kind of glad your dad is here when you lost. And we sat at Tipsy Tina's for 3 hours after that talking about life and just where I can grow and what I need to do better. And I think that was definitely a turning point in, I guess, my game ending up leading into this year. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to kind of talk more about not putting so much emphasis on success and just being a girl in sports in general and what that looks like nowadays. But you were listening to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their Contact Us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
April is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and guys, this is your reminder to take your health seriously. If you've noticed tremors, stiffness, or slower movement, don't ignore it. Parkinson's disease affects men more often, and early detection can make all the difference. This spring, take control. Get answers, take action. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they're helping you spring back into health with advanced technology and compassionate care. Because your health isn't something to put off. Advanced Medical Imaging. Your diagnosis, their priority.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, Your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Reya Lee Coe.
Welcome back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Reya Lee Coe here with, can you say your full name, Kat, so I don't mess it up?
Catherine Gagnon.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, that
American way. Catherine
Gagnon.
Gagnon.
There we go.
Yes.
You're getting better at it.
I think she prefers
Cat,
to be called
Kit
Kat.
Kat, CG.
CG, yeah.
CG.
I throw out CG every once in a while
I like
whenever
it.
Kat needs an extra.
Yeah.
It's like a mental thing. You hear
is a
it,
mental
and
thing.
it's like, all right,
It's
here.
like, okay.
It's like when Kat calls me like Ray.
Ray.
Yep, I love it.
We've got it.
So obviously there is a evolving time, I guess, with social media in general, just sports, everything, how I guess we're in the whatever century we're in. That's really embarrassing that I didn't know that. Awkward. Anyways, so kind of what I was going to say is it's hard, I feel like, now to be a college girl. I'm 21 now. Kat is 19. And especially in a time where social media is so prominent, it's hard not to compare yourself to others' success or just in general what you think they have or what they might not have.
Yeah.
Kat, do you want to kind of talk about your perspective on that? I know that's not really a direct question, but just in general when it comes to social media growing nowadays, impacting just our thoughts and confidence.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting because it's something that is so growing and prominent that it's not like you don't really have a choice than to kind of go along with it.
If you deleted Instagram, you're still going to see other forms of media, or your friends are always going to be showing you.
And you can even think that that limits your opportunities. Like if you think about recruitment now, the number, like I entered the transfer portal obviously last year, and the number of DMs I got on Instagram, like yes, I got emails.
It's a direct form of communication.
But it's a direct form of communication. Textos, like everything is just so digital, and honestly, most of it is very superficial.
Oh, for sure.
And like, so you kind of have to play along the game because you're like, I also want the same opportunities as other people have.
Right.
But then there's this whole idea of then you can see what other people are up to, and it's again easy to compare yourself, and it's easy to there's a lot of fake news as well that's being spread. There's a lot of of influences, and if you talk about NIL and then the money that goes into it, and so I think it's a tricky game.
It definitely is. And just in general, and the professional tournaments that we've played before, we have gotten some pretty nasty DMs or comments from, they're called PTTs, and it's from online bettors. And while we don't bet, we still get like the comments from people who did bet on us. Like one time I had lost my match, and I'm not even going to say it out loud because it's absolutely terrible, but they're completely like
coming after
demeaning me. They're like telling me that I should not be a tennis player, should not be this. I have a better chance at having a career in something else. And I think in that sense, just that kind of went kind of away from, I guess, the status with social media, but just in general, going along the lines of social media, there's always going to be, I guess, people out there who are wishing upon your downfall.
Yeah.
Especially when, on Instagram, everybody's posting what they think is the best of themselves. I mean, I'll go and take pictures with my friends and I choose the 5 best photos that I think I look the best in. And I think that's important to remember when you're looking at maybe like somebody else and you're thinking, oh, what do they have that I don't? And I don't think that that's a great thought to have. And while it's easier said than done, especially as a 21-year-old girl, it's important to remember that your worth isn't in social media.
No, it is not.
And I think also just being a girl in sports in general, not only are you having to deal with appearances or status, you're also having to look at the success that they're having in their sport.
Yeah.
So while you might feel, say, like down about, because you see some girl post and you think she has this or that, and then on top of that, she's also posting about how she's winning.
Yeah.
That's obviously not a good feeling, it's easy to compare yourself to others, especially when we're constantly scrolling on our phones.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to remember that, you are a lot more than what you do, or I don't want to say who you are, because the most important thing is who you are.
Yeah.
But in the sense of, I guess maybe there's more, I want to put more emphasis on who are you trying to become. And I think that's more important than like instant gratification, for example, which is definitely something I struggle with. Whenever I'm sad, I want to go shopping and it makes me feel better for about 5 minutes. And then I realize I have no money. and I'm telling all my teammates of all the shopping I've done. And my mom gives me a call
like,
and
Reya
she's like,
again?
You have an issue. And I just think it's important to remember, while it is easy to compare yourself, really try your best to not. And if you ever find yourself that you are, I think honestly just take a step back and just take time to yourself and go do something that you enjoy to do. And even though that kind of sounds like silly and maybe has nothing to do with one or the other, I think it actually does. Like there's been times where I've like maybe felt down about myself. I'm like, I'm going to go take my dog Lily for a walk. I come back 20 minutes later, I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important, especially as a young girl, to remember and don't do it.
And especially when like so much of your time revolves around your sport or whatever it is, it's like taking those moments. It's like hard to take those moments, but to make sure that they're there and you're able to separate a little bit, or else it's so easy for that to become kind of your identity and stuff. I think my only problem exactly with like social media and stuff is kind of when it comes to like if it limits your opportunities and stuff, and then you're like kind of stuck
and then
into
you miss
it,
out.
and then you miss out. And I think that's why a lot of people are on social media. It's like this fear of missing out on something, on missing out on this event, on what other people are doing. Like there's a lot of pros of being able to connect. I have friends all over the world that I'm able to connect with because through social media, and I was able to contact a lot of coaches and things like that. But like, what if you don't necessarily have the means, or you don't like the profile, or like things like that? And I think that's where it becomes kind of tricky. But I have one question for you.
Oh, I get a question.
Yeah, you do get a question. Why do you think, this kind of like not downgrading someone else, but kind of like like picking at somebody else to like make yourself feel better? I don't know how you would call that.
Like what do you mean?
But exactly that, like just picking on someone to like make yourself kind of feel better, like those like comments of being like
why do you think the betters?
No, so my question is, why do you think that happens more between girls
than boys? I think because in the nicest way possible, girls take things more personal.
You think so?
I think so. I think boys are able to, like, for example, when somebody's having success in tennis, it's easy to want to comment on something that doesn't have to do with tennis.
Yeah.
But whenever it comes to guys, I don't think that they necessarily pick on, like, insecurities that maybe a guy has. I think girls just show their insecurities more, and I don't think guys. That's a loaded question.
I know it is really loaded question.
No, that's good. I just think
I think
it's also a reflection of how we view ourselves.
I think that is a very fair point. And I was going to also say how our identity as female athletes is so much more portrayed on what are we wearing, what are we portraying, what's our temperament on court. How many times do you hear, let's say like Mira Andreeva, like she was on the Pro Tour and she was like kind of giving away at the crown after like a tough loss, and people were just coming at her.
And she's
or Serena
17
Williams,
years old.
She's 17 years old. And like the amount of times
But
that
like
like
Nick
when
Kyrgios is
Nick
a lot
Kyrgios
of
is
people's
smashing, and people are like,
favorite
"Oh my
players.
god, he's so entertaining to watch. Oh my god, he's like he has so much emotions. He's so devoted," or like things like that. And I feel like you can see that throughout so many sports, throughout like, basketball, women's basketball versus men's basketball. When I feel like when women athletes have reactions or express themselves in a different way, that's not necessarily in this female etiquette that you're, you know, that kind of box, that kind of image.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why, well, some of the reason why we might be picking on each other about those things is like, for us, like those things, because society kind of sees them as something important.
Yeah.
And something that we have to like live to. But that maybe isn't the case for counterparts.
Right.
And that's where it's easy to go and pick it like between those things between each other.
Yeah, I'm just going to
kind of reiterate. I didn't explain it well.
I think kind of how you speak about others is a reflection of maybe how you see yourself. And if, I guess if you ever, everybody doesn't. Nobody's obviously perfect.
Yeah.
And we all have like our flaws in the sense of not just comparing ourselves, wishing that we were like somebody, but maybe, like you said, like putting somebody down whenever we probably shouldn't. I think just taking a step back and realizing like, well, literally nobody is perfect in this world except Jesus Christ. And he says, don't judge anyone. So ultimately I'm going to go off of that. And we're not one to judge because we're far from perfect ourselves.
Yeah.
And
I feel like everyone's just doing their best.
Everybody at the end of the day is trying to do their best. And you also don't know what somebody else is going through. Because like I said, on Instagram, you're posting the best parts about yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're assuming, like, you don't know what that person is going through at home. You don't know what their backstory is. You don't know what they've had to go through to get to what they've had. Especially, like, when somebody thinks that like you live this perfect life and they just assume that you've had everything handed to you, you don't really understand. Like maybe there were things going on with their family that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
And it's not perfect.
Yeah. How do you do that when you decide to like publish and stuff? How do you kind of orient yourself between like tennis side and your social life? Like
how,
what's
like
the
what
thought process when you go to like
post on social media?
Yeah.
You know, I do the whole archive, unarchive thing. I'll just post a picture, like archive it, and then 2 weeks later, I just put it on there.
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of strayed away from like posting. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I definitely don't think about it as much anymore like I did in high school.
Yeah.
And I think that honestly just shows like my growth in the sense of how much I've grown up, and I think I've come to realize that there are far more important things in life than social media. Yeah. And while literally what I'm doing in this exact moment is media, I think I have been granted this opportunity maybe because I have a better perspective now about like just the media in general, and I know what I want to be, and I'm very proud of who I've become, and I think that everybody has a backstory, and while I'm so grateful for my upbringing and everything, there are a lot of things that people don't know about me, and things that like say I've had to go through to get to where I am and turn into the person I've become. And I personally, I guess I'm just like, I'm proud of that in that sense. So I think that's been better, and like caring less about what I'm posting on social media. Like, I'm not gonna post a picture of me waking up at 5 a.m. and my like hair is not brushed. But also like I walk around like campus looking homeless half the time. I wear sweatpants and big.
You try lifting at 7 a.m.
I always say I'm wearing nice sweatpants and sweatshirt. I'm wearing like aloe sets, like holding juices. But that just goes back to just what people. You can't think about what people, I guess, have, and it's really, there's a lot of beauty, I guess, and sometimes what you don't have. And I think ultimately just love yourself, and there are going to be times where maybe you don't, but there's always one thing that you can find.
Yeah.
I think just continue to build on that, and that growth comes from a lot of dark places. But we're going to take a quick break. This got really deep.
Wow.
And yeah, that was pretty awesome. But you are listening to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Here at the Nebraska Lottery, we love introducing new games, and our latest is truly one in a million. It's a new lotto game called Millionaire for Life, and it's the kind of game you dream about. The top prize is $1 million a year for life, with a second prize of $100,000 a year for life. Tickets are $5 with drawings every day. So visit your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer and play Millionaire for Life today and start dreaming big again. Millionaire for Life. Top prize odds 1 in 22 million.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southwest of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally...
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'?
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better-than-internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gagnon Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gagnon Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gagnon Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GagnonTrucking.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnosed all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Reya Lee Coe.
Welcome back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Once again, Reya Lee Coe here. Well, yes, I am a girl. A junior on the women's tennis team here at the University of Nebraska. Alongside me today is my guest, Kat, who is also one of my teammates.
Yeah.
So this one has been, I feel like, my deepest conversation so far, and I think that's also really important to have those conversations because I think it makes you rethink your own thoughts.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess it helps me just as much as it would help somebody listening, and I always want to obviously help others be better because it helps me be better as well. And Kat definitely does that for me too. I've learned a lot from her over the past. I can't believe I've probably already known you for 9 months.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I just remember our first media day. I curled Kat's hair.
Yeah, you did.
And from then on out, now I do her hair. Actually, I've been making Katie braid her hair.
Yeah,
because
again.
she had won a match.
Talking about
Katie doing it.
Superstitious.
So now when Kat asked me, I'm like, well, you won the last match with Katie doing it, so maybe
now
she should do it.
Yeah, and Katie's been braiding my hair now.
Yeah. So just to wrap things up, we are on our last kind of match for the conference, and we head into the Big Ten tournament next year, and we're so excited for the Big Ten tournament because we unfortunately did not make it last year because only 12 out of the 18 teams make it for women's tennis, and this year we are in the top 12 by far up there.
Yeah, we are.
And we actually have potential to maybe be one of the high seeds. So how do you think the momentum is looking like? How do we not get too caught up in looking ahead to next weekend, being at Big Tens while also staying in the present and playing these last regular season conference matches?
Yeah. The way I see it is I'm trying to just keep that underdog mentality of being we still have nothing's done. Nothing's written. We still have so much to achieve. We've got so much that we can go get. And it's just keeping, I feel there's just so much less pressure when you're the underdog and you're chasing. So, and I feel like we're in this perfect position, honestly, where we're not the top seeds and we're not, but also we're in a very confident spot, and the way we've been progressing and the momentum we're on should give us a lot of confidence. So I feel like it's just keeping our foot on the gas. I mean, that's what we keep saying every day. It's keep being hungry, keep going for it. We've got way more that we want to achieve. We're not done.
No, we really aren't. And even now we're going to have a chance to make the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
And I think also, once again, how are we not looking ahead that far? Because these matches really do make a difference in that kind of next piece of our postseason, per se. But I think it is important to stay in the present. I think that's just, and not even in sports, just in general, don't dwell on the past. Don't be anxious about the future.
Yeah.
All you can really do is stay in the present. And I like to remind myself in this exact moment, what can I do to either be the best version of myself right now, or what am I going to do, or how am I going to become the best version of myself with times to come? And I think that's always a good reminder, because I'm definitely somebody who has beaten myself up about, I guess, the past before, getting anxious about
any tennis
tomorrow
player,
or just in general, regardless of, I guess, with every mistake comes a lesson learned. And even with winning or succeeding, there's always lessons learned there.
But even with some mistakes, you just gotta let them go and move on. Some are just bad mistakes. You just gotta let them go in the past. It's you can't change the past. You can't predict the future. So there's only the present, and
that's kind of all you can do. You can't change what you did yesterday. I guess you could think about what you're going to do tomorrow, but more importantly,
that's just stressful.
Honestly, just live your life and do what makes you happy.
Hell yeah.
I think, kind of going back to what we talked about a few minutes ago, what I just realized is everybody's always going to have something to say about what you're doing. So as long as you're doing what makes you happy, I think that is what really matters. And just a reminder out there, God loves you, so that's all that matters too. Anyways, me and Kat are doing a little pre-match meal, and we are going to be heading to the Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill. It has delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the walls. Bring your crew, cheer for your team, and you can take advantage of the game night specials every week. That's at the Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. So, Kat, I just want to thank you for coming on today for the second time, and I hope you're back to talk about another 4-3 win eventually. But check us out tomorrow. We play the University of Minnesota, and you just listen to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket.